Hey, even Sean Long been honest about the Nintendo Direct or digital game, whatever you want to call it.
Whack
Man,
fest.
everybody should.
You know they not.
I'm calling it the whack fest.
Fuck Nintendo E3 2018. It's Dave J. Christopher Edmondson watched so much salt. Okay. I don't know where y'all think I don't want you to think I'm hating on Nintendo. I never hate on Nintendo because if I did, I wouldn't even buy their merchandise. I wouldn't buy their hats. I wouldn't buy their shirts. I wouldn't buy their games, their handhelds. I wouldn't buy nothing. It's just not hating. It's just basically, what they were supposed to do at E3, they under delivered. Especially after you done, you shit on the Wii U fans for so long, and they basically came out with the Switch. We had a good first year, and you would think they would capitalize after the first year, and they did not. This year has been nothing but a port city, and we got a new game in Kirby, in which it was very overpriced, and it wasn't even worth $60. Uh,
Hmm.
I can't even think of nothing else. It's been nothing but ports and a new Kirby, and I know Pokemon and Fire Emblem supposed to be Fire Emblem just got delayed to next year. So just Pokemon and Smash that's coming out, and we just discussed this a while ago. Smash is basically a port. They just basically they basically got all the Smash characters from the previous installments of the Smash Brothers game. That's cool and everything. I can vouch for Nintendo for doing that. At least we ain't got to pay for these characters again. So that's the good thing about Smash this year. Even though it is a port, but at least they adding all the DLC in this game. That's cool. But I'm just going by, when you set a bar this high with your first year, then people going to expect a lot more announcements. Like, where was Bayonetta 3 at? Where was Metro Prime 4 at? Where was Yoshi? Like, where was these games that we thought we was going to get this year or maybe early night 2019? I remember thinking some of these games going to be 2020. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get our thoughts, opinions about this. Let's go and start. I guess do our intros right quick. Do the intro, G Rock.
What up, dog? G-Rod. I had a good day. I hope y'all did too. I'm about to laugh and I'm about to fool and cause chaos. So if y'all don't like that shit, you should probably leave now because I'm about to talk shit.
Oh shit! All right, then.
You can make that too. Make that ditto. Now y'all know I dipped. I dipped because I had to get out of the Nintendo YouTube scene because y'all weren't hearing me. Y'all weren't understanding me about the Wii U. I have a Switch now, and I thought things were looking up. And I guess no, I definitely know I was too it was too early to judge on that.
Yeah.
Way too early. So to mirror what Jirag just said, it's gonna be chaos. And to warn anybody else, any of Reel's viewers, if that's not what you're here to hear, leave now.
We're gonna talk about we're gonna recap the whole E3. We're gonna talk about everybody this from E3. So if you
Yeah.
don't, as you can tell in the title that we all don't like the Nintendo's E3. So if you don't like negativity about Nintendo, you might always go and just leave, drop a dislike, and leave. all you gotta do, you forcing yourself to be here, and you're just gonna put yourself through a lot of stress. But hey, if you don't like to hear the truth, just go ahead and leave. Uh, but
Hmm.
but who wants to start with Nintendo?
Uh, I'll take it, man. I'll take it, man. Man, it's okay. How do I start this? It's mind blowing to me. It's absolutely mind blowing. We were all here. Most of you who are in the chat right now, or who will view this later on demand, we were all here on Wii U. We suffered that same shit on Wii U. So you may not have, gotten my point back then, but once you saw the promise of the Switch, you immediately understood what people like me and others were saying. Nintendo could have done better. But you know what? We packed up, we left, and we were willing to let bygones be bygones as far as the Wii U and everything it got wrong was. We had a great year on Switch. We started off with Breath of the Wild, we ended with Odyssey. There's a bunch of things in between. Then we got into 2018. And the first thing I started hearing from people was, okay, so what's Nintendo's plan for 2018? Besides Kirby, it doesn't seem like they're doing anything. And I happen to agree with that sentiment. I was like, okay, well, what's going on right now? It doesn't seem like they said anything monumental was going to happen in 2018, in 2017. And it really seems as if we're kind of dry right now. But you know what? It's okay. A direct going to come out is going to completely rectify this, which a direct did. And at the end of said direct, they just randomly dropped Smash. Now, at that point, and I know everyone is thinking the same thing I was thinking, if they drop Smash in the middle of this random March direct, just 3 months removed from gaming Christmas, from E3, it must mean they're going to E3 with bona fide heat.
That's what I thought.
Because they could have saved it, and it would have been their big thing. Just the acknowledgement that the game exists would have been the big thing. And even if it was a port, it might have helped rescue what happened today. But they just dropped it. They're like, yeah, we don't care about that because we got so much heat coming. Or at least that's the impression we got. We got so much heat coming. We don't need this. Man, Smash, we don't need this. We got so much other shit coming. We don't need this. Come on, trust me. We don't need this. We can handle ourselves. 3 months later, and about an hour ago, we learned that was some bullshit. These dudes opened a Nintendo E3 broadcast, conference, direct, whatever word you want to use, with poor man's custom robo. What was that? I was watching with G-Rock and Mega, both names you know, one of whom is here, and I was like, this doesn't look visually impressive at all. What is this? Damon X Machina, I think it's his name, right? Like what is this nonsense? Whatever. Somebody's losing this shit somewhere in the world. Games should be allowed to exist. Cool. I'm sure this is for somebody. But they moved on to, what did they move on to? They moved on to, it was either Fortnite or the Indie Reel or Reggie talking. I can't remember which one it was. But the fact of the matter remains, the third-party reel / indie reel, the fact of the matter remains is that, bro, they spent 30 minutes on Smash. And then the Smash in question, even though it's the ultimate version of Smash, and they put things in there that wasn't in the other version of Smash, it is a port. Smash Ultimate is a port. So you early announce a port. And then the rest of your E3 is virtually non-existent. Now, you must be saying, okay, man, this dude is hating. Well, what is his problem? It's a Smash game. What else did you expect to see? Oh, I don't know. I expected to see Bayonetta 3, something from that. I expected to see Animal Crossing. It's not my jam, but it's somebody's jam. So those dudes are really depressed right now. I expected to see Yoshi that we saw last year. And we saw nothing of it at all this year. I expected to see Metroid Prime 4, which is my shit. So count me super salty, extra marinated, that we didn't get anything about that. Right? At all. I mean, we had a title screen last year. And you know what? I would have said, not even gameplay. I would have settled for a CGI trailer. That's it. Just a CGI trailer. Yo, Metroid is on the way. You know, Samus doing some awesome shit for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Boom, done. Job completed. You know, mission accomplished. I expected to see a trailer, CG trailer, not gameplay as well, of next year's Pokemon RPG. I mean, but why not? We know it's coming. I expected to see Retro's project. What in the holy fuck are these dudes making? That is taking them so long.
Studios, man. Wow.
What are they making? Please, God, do not tell me that these dudes dropped Tropical Freeze in 2014, February of 2014, and for the last 4 years have been working on another Donkey Kong game. This game has got to be some amazing shit, IP, new IP or otherwise. What are they doing? You saw me lose my shit back in I think it was 16 for Nintendo when I said, what is Retro doing? Dude, it's been 2 years later, and we still don't know what Retro is doing. Where's Pikmin 4? What is Miyamoto doing? Is he still backstage with Yves Guillemot? What is he doing? What is anyone at Nintendo doing? The shameful part about all of this, some of you might be thinking, this dude is being super unfair to Nintendo. I am not. Nintendo abandoned the Wii U. They stopped production and they stopped development. What this means is that for the last 1.5 to 2 years of Wii U's existence in the relevant market, they were working their way up to Switch, which means your in-house studios have been doing something, but apparently they haven't been. So what have you been doing? We went through droughts for nothing, it seems, because you tanked 1 year of releases, and now on year 2 of your Generation 9 console, don't start that Generation 8.5 bullshit. Switch is Generation 9. They are the first out in Generation 9. And they could only put 1 year worth of games out. You could argue that Breath of the Wild was a port, and it was. It was supposed to be Zelda Wii U. Splatoon 2, it got a 2, but that looked like a port to me. Personal opinions being what they are. Fire Emblem Warriors, Bomberman R, and all that other bullshit that was in between. And then the second game on the Switch, and technically the first game on the Switch that didn't exist anywhere else, that was made solely for the Switch, was Mario Odyssey. So we know what that team is doing, has done, and we're not expecting to see them for the next 3 years now because they just dropped. So what have you been doing? Nintendo, I want my receipts. Nintendo, I want the payoff. I want the payoff, and I'm not getting the payoff. Nintendo, I gave you extra faith. I went out after I initially said I was not buying a Switch, on faith alone and on the quality that you showed me in the 1 year we've had so far. I went out and got a Switch, believing wholeheartedly that you have learned your lesson, that you're about to drop these bombs, that you're about to keep the releases consistent. And what you have shown me at this E3 is that you do not give a fuck about your fans, and you're so lazy and complacent, and you know people are just going to support you because why not? They're Nintendo. That you showed up to E3 with Fortnite, a plastic Pokeball, and a Wii U game. In what world is that okay? Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but in what world is that okay? Fire Emblem was there, and Fire Emblem is my jam, and it does look like it's going back to the roots. But that's also 2019. So what's going to happen for the rest of this year? Just Smash Ultimate and Project Octopath Traveler? Is that it? Like, of the things that we know about that have any interest to anyone, like, is that really it? You're launching the online service. Well, I forgot Mario Party. I'll get to that in a second. You're launching the online service in September. Or at least that's what I've been hearing. Where now, for the first time in history, Nintendo dudes are going to have to pay. Me and G-Rock and Real have all been saying they've got to up the standard of what Nintendo's online is if you're going to start charging people. Some disagree. Others understand what we're saying. Some, yet still others, lie in the middle of the issue. But you're gonna launch Mario Party. Super Mario Party. And from the rumors that I am hearing, the game has no online.
Okay, let me address something right quick. It seems like I'm getting some comments. I went on Alex Strain. I'm looking at Gamer Nick. He basically think that y'all two are my yes men. That's basically what they're saying. They think that y'all two are my yes men for this stream. I don't know. I don't know what would it take to get through y'all thick skulls on who had a good conference and who had a bad conference. like Jesus Christ, it ain't the fact that two of us more of Xbox fans and one and the other person's a PlayStation fan. We just going by the statistics. We going by who came with it, who didn't come with it, and it's very obvious that Nintendo basically pulled an E3 2015 on us, and we ain't getting enough outcry about that. So I don't know, man. Whether you think they're yes men or not, they just basically they just.
You know what? No, Nario, I'm absolutely a yes man. Was Nintendo trash this year? Yes.
Yes.
Was Wii U garbage? Yes. Have they completely fucked us over yet again? Yes. Yeah, I'm a yes man.
So like the first year was one of the best first years of gaming in history with the Switch. That was a great first year. I don't know who had a better first year than Nintendo on whatever generation console the first year. But I'm over thinking maybe they should have held some of those games back, from the first year to the second year, or maybe they should have held some of those announcements from last year's E3 and brought it up to this year's E3. Because with the epic fail of the Wii U, they knew that they was going to be under the microscope for quite some time, and with this year, I'm like, okay, man. Like I know we had a good first year, but it's a second year, and we halfway through this year. And we hadn't really got nothing good. Kirby, that catered to a niche audience, more of a younger audience. But where is my Nintendo first-party AAA game? Where is Fire Emblem, in which it was promised to come out in 2018? That's one thing Nintendo is good at. They good at lying. They lie all the time because remember, Zelda was supposed to come out in 2015, and it got delayed to 2016 and 2017. It got delayed for 2 years. And you can't trust Nintendo's release dates no more because they fucking lie all the goddamn time. They do. And Fire Emblem, looks pretty cool. I look like I'll fuck with that.
It looks amazing, yeah.
Not this year. Pokemon. Okay, maybe they trying to keep some games away from Pokemon because Pokemon is probably gonna be that killer app that's going to sell a shitload of consoles. I'm not saying that the Switch is gonna all of a sudden not sell because it's still hot. A lot of people love the concept of taking your system on the go wherever you want to go, but we're going through a whole year with a bunch of ports, one new game, and a remake of a game back in the 90s, and Smash Brothers, in which it is a port in which they bring all DLC characters onto this. So this second year of the Nintendo Switch is a fail, in my opinion. If you own a Wii U, then what's the point of buying a Switch for the second year unless you want to play those games from the first year? Because the second year Nintendo Switch sucks to me. That's why I barely played my Switch this year. I know some people make fun of me, be like, well, real, you haven't been online in a long time. All I see is your wife, she plays Splatoon and your kids play Minecraft. Where have you been playing? God, what the fuck you want me to replay Bayonetta? You want me to replay Hyrule Warriors? You want me to replay these games? What the fuck is on the goddamn Nintendo Switch for me to play? That's what we're playing right now. I've never played it on the Wii. That's basically what I'm saying. So all these people that keep thinking that y'all are yes men, then they are the problem. If you can't come out and admit that Nintendo had made a mistake about this E3, then you are the problem. You are those Nintendo shields. That's why I respect Microsoft for what they did. They know they fucked up. So what they did, they promised us they're gonna have a good future. They purchased 5 studios. They basically announced 4 new games. So that was basically, our opinions. They got the best E3. But with Nintendo, I know you'll get to Microsoft Sony in a minute. I'm just saying, I'm just so frustrated and irritated on these shields that continuously keep shilling for Nintendo. It is what it is, man. Like you were saying a while ago, we about to pay for an online service this fall. Mario Party still don't even have fucking online. Are you kidding me? No online for Mario Party. But we about to start paying for the online service. What is going on? Like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Alex, fucking Gamer Nick, I'm gonna say it again. Nintendo Switch Online is not worth the $20. $20 might sound cheap, but it's not even a third of what Microsoft and Sony offers with their online service. And if the rumors is true that they're gonna put Netflix and YouTube and all that other stuff tied in with the online network, what, are you kidding me? All it's doing is validating for me to say I was right. Come on, man. Come on, like I swear.
Man, this is. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just don't. I don't know what to say anymore. When Sony messes up, not everybody, because we all these places, all these platforms, they have their shills, they have their ignorance who just don't want to hear logic nor common sense, and will literally eat shit off a plate if it has the correct branding on the plate. But Sony's dudes, some of them, not all of them, they keep their company straight. They're like, yo, I didn't like that. That was trash. Sony had a conference this year, mostly due in part to the presentation style. Mm-hmm. And I think just about everybody let Sony know that. So I think in years to come, Sony's not going to do that anymore. They're going to say, all right, that presentation style, that idea didn't work. Let's not do that. Our fans did not appreciate that. Microsoft is the same thing. They've been receiving nothing but heat from everyone else and from the Xbox faithful for a number of things this generation. I don't need to recap what. You already know. Why is it that Nintendo is the only fucking audience that can't rise up in numbers and let Nintendo know, yo, we don't like this shit? Why is it always got to be, no, but it's going to be okay, but Nintendo, but my childhood. Why does it always have to be that? Every fucking time.
You want to chime in on this, G-Rock?
I mean, honestly, man, I ain't got nothing to say. I said what I said in the chat, in the Discord. Actually, I do got something to say. So let me go to this first. Anybody who say I'm a yes man, I don't care what you say. Like, fly to Detroit, put up or shut up, square the fuck up or shut the fuck up, and say you're the keyboard warrior. I don't care about that. Like, that does not affect me. Like, when anybody else does bad, y'all quick to throw shade and quick to throw heat. Like, but when Nintendo do bad, they can't get that same. Like, this is what people be talking about. But outside of that, in terms of like the E3, is they didn't do well, dog. Like, this was similar to the 2015 show to me. It was like 30 minutes to Smash, and if that was the case, if we were just gonna show Fire Emblem, like we could have just show Fire Emblem, and then I mean, at a separate thing, you could have just did like a Smash like deep dive for the rest of it, and we didn't need to do the rest of it. Like, that's fine that you guys got Fortnite and stuff too, but for other people like myself who don't just game exclusively on Switch, it's just kind of like, hey, what do you want us to do? Like, outside of Smash, we were already buying Smash. Everybody's probably already buying Smash. It wasn't a good conference. If that's what you gotta like believe, that you want us to sit up here and pretend like this is a good conference, I'm not gonna do that. I don't care that Nintendo got 10 of the directs that they're gonna do this year. This is the time.
I was about to bring that up next.
This is the time you do your best. And that same thing for PlayStation. I don't care that PSX is becoming a larger platform or a larger stage for them. This is the NBA playoffs. This is the Super Bowl. This is where you do your best. This is where you show your best. So to me, you don't have anything of merit at this show, which was fine. That's fine. You didn't have a good year. Every year ain't gonna be a good year. But with every action, it deserves a reaction. So with that law in place, it was trash. Just like Sony's format. The games were cool, but your format ruined it. So you kind of getting the trash rating. But at least you had more than 30 minutes of one game. It's just, that's not okay. And for anybody pretending it's okay, if anybody saying we yes men or whatever, hey, the dick sucking, it gotta stop at some point. Y'all grown. You too old to be dick sucking for some dudes who don't care about you, and you can still be a fan and say that they didn't do good. And you can still be a fan and say that everybody in here who clown Microsoft, when I've been saying from jump, Microsoft was gonna go ahead and win, and I want everybody, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all can issue me my apology for the shit y'all was talking to me. So y'all can go ahead and do that too. But it's okay to say that somebody did bad or they didn't have a good year. It doesn't make you less of a fan. And matter of fact, it doesn't give you any kind of acknowledgement. It's not like Reggie gonna come rub your ass because you gassing them. Wow. Like, he's not giving you a pat on the booty, bro. It's okay. Like, you spent your money, you expect certain things. I spent my money, I expect certain things. They showed a lot of games from last year that we ain't even seen. And I agree with Zen, like, what the hell is Retro doing? Like this game, I'm not saying they're a great studio, so I'm sure it's gonna be great. Just when the fuck we gonna see it? Because everybody's talking about stuff that Square Enix does. They take forever to make games. Okay, so Retro Studios, we get in there and win because we got leaks for supposedly 2 games they was doing, which was cool. Didn't show up, but we're not gonna pretend that this stage ain't important. Like, and if that's the case, where E3 isn't important to Nintendo or Sony for that matter, if that's the case, don't come because you will get graded accordingly. Like, you earn a grade, my nigga. When you turn in a piece of paper, you turn in your work, you get graded for what's on the paper, not for what you thought in your head and what you almost did. That's not how life works.
I'm sorry, let me cut you off because it seems like Alex is talking shit too. Alex he's on Paladins, not Paladins, Fortnite right now. Of course, his fanboy, super nerd that trolls me all the time, that sucks Alex's dick all the time. He said real podcast is real, Yes Man's podcast, LOL, and Alex had Confirmation Bias podcast. He's of course I don't care, man. This is saying, you know what, Alex, since you call a Confirmation podcast, Alex, you're playing Fortnite right now. Did I not ask you multiple times in the Discord chat, hey, let's play Fortnite? You got your Xbox, let's play Fortnite. No, not now. Oh, all of a sudden, Fortnite is on the Switch now. Now you're playing it and you're streaming it right now with a smile on your face.
Hey, man, hey. Third party don't exist unless it comes to Nintendo, dog. You know it is.
Talking about bias, Alex, you playing Fortnite. I asked you multiple times to play Fortnite. Now it's on Switch. Oh, it's relevant.
I don't care about that, bro. Like I said,
he talks a lot of shit about me, but I like to pinpoint the double standards. The double standards, man.
I mean, you either like my thing is this. Everybody got an opinion. Like, y'all think Nintendo had an okay conference or had a good conference? You wrong, but that's your opinion. Like, you can say whatever you want to say. I don't care about people saying yes, man. I don't care about none of that. Because the fact of the matter is, all you motherfuckers ain't gonna say shit or do shit to me in person. I'll give you an address to come to. And I ain't the nigga that Bear was hanging. I'm not the nigga Bear was hanging with. You want to come call me a yes man? Come to my doorstep, nigga. If you want the address, give it. I'll give it to you. Outside of that, we grading off of what happened. It was bad.
He tried to hide behind the PC.
Facts.
Yo, let me try something real quick. Let me throw on my camera real quick.
Oh shit! Are we gonna finally see your face? Ah, nah. Oh, I see your face.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Confirmation. Finally saw his face.
You see the T-shirt I'm wearing? You see that T-shirt? You see that down there? Do you see what that is?
Oh shit!
Do you see my wall up there? Do you see what that is? Do you see those characters?
Oh shit!
How about him? How about her? How about that one over there? That is me trying to be a fan.
Yeah.
This bullshit that you'll be on. Nah, he ain't a fan because he has criticisms. Man, stop that bullshit. Stop that bullshit.
Wow.
Fucking children, man. Seriously.
Yes.
Now, no. That's my favorite cartoon. You can't say no. That's my favorite cartoon. What? Grow up. That whole last season of that cartoon was trash, dog.
Like, come on, man. Jesus Christ. Alex is such a fanboy. He was praising Microsoft conference, then he backed up to well, most of all those games going on PC and PC gets more games. I was like, Jesus, dude. Are you gonna give Microsoft some credit or Xbox credit, whatever? Like, Jesus, just give him credit, dude. Just give him credit. But he don't want to. Like I said, when we was at that, streaming the Nintendo Direct a while ago, I said it's straight up trash, but it seemed like Alex and of course Neil, them trying to get me to say it was a C plus, a C minus. I just agree with them. I say, okay, I give it a C minus, but to be honest, I give it an F. That was trash. I just say C minus just so we won't be arguing. That shit was trash. I'm sorry.
No, when we first watched it, because we were in our thing watching it, at first I gave it a D for dog shit. But then when I started thinking more and more, and then more news started coming out of the Mario Party thing, I went down to E for extreme dog shit. I don't know, man. I don't know how anybody can like that. I just don't. Especially Now, if we've been having like 4 or 5 years of fire from Nintendo, okay, yeah, the down year was bound to happen at some point. But we just came off the worst console in Nintendo's entire history, barring the Virtual Boy. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
1 year of Switch, and then they tapped out. Tap out. Ring the bell, ref. I'm done. What? Oh.
Nick, when Nick said I watch real gamers play instead of watching gamers cry, LOL. He's in Alex's chat now. See, this is what I go through all the time. Well, Alex, see, that's why we had a falling out. If you want to know why we had a falling out like a month ago when I didn't do no podcast in quite some time, this is the reason. This is the reason why we can't agree to disagree. This is what I'm saying. We can't agree to disagree because whatever I think, they're gonna always say I'm wrong. Like, it is what it is, man. Whatever y'all think, that's y'all entitled to your own opinions. But don't try to double team, triple team, quadruple team on me because I have a different opinion than y'all. And now you got these flip-flopping going from my chat to their chat. Oh, really's crying, they biased, you got the yes man cast over there. Oh my God, dude. Like, maybe I need to restructure a podcast.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Like I said when we started, I said this is exactly why I had to dip off the Nintendo YouTube scene because I realized I was wasting my time. I'm over here trying to, elevate Nintendo because I'm a fan. I'm trying to elevate them. I'm trying to give them that tough love, and then one day we can all look back at the tough times and laugh because it's so good where we're at. Right? We have MAGA, Make America Great Again. I was over there with MNGA, Make Nintendo Great Again. And, people just, no, we don't want to do that. We be good with where we are. And that's the problem. That's exactly why Nintendo is going to continue doing this, because what a company does is a direct reflection of what you as a fan base ask for or don't ask for. It is a direct reflection. This goes for everybody. The problems that they have is a direct reflection of the current status of the fan base. And this fan base, the Nintendo fan base, it is sick. There's a deep sickness in this fan base.
Well, like some of the people in the chat, like, call the Yes Men podcast all you want, but you cannot sit here and lie through your teeth and say that you were satisfied with this direct. You cannot sit here and lie through your teeth and say that you was happy for 2018 year. We're in the 6th month of this year. And the only game that I know we're supposed to be getting pretty soon is Mario Tennis. I think it's supposed to be coming out this year, but it's not really a AAA Nintendo game we've been wanting to play. It looks cool. I might try it out, but it's not the Metroids or the Bayonettas we've been wanting to play. It's not that. It's not the Animal Cross. It's not for me, but it's a huge deal. It's not the F-Zeros people be crying about. It is not whatever Retro Studios has been working. Retro Studios has been hiring people since the Wii U generation, about 5-6 years. What the fuck is going on, Retro Studios? Why not so many people talking about Retro Studios, man? Because
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Every fucking YouTuber that continuously keep on hyping up Retro Studios doing this, they doing that. They're hiring. Like, why you keep talking about it? Just leave them alone. Whenever they come out with the game, they come out with the game. But all I'm saying is this year's Nintendo Switch has been lackluster. Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. We can respect each other's opinions. You can't respect my opinion, just leave or I'll block you. Simple as that. The same goes with my panel. We can't agree to disagree all the time. We keep on poking fun at each other, not respecting each other. Then leave my podcast. Don't come back. Don't start your own bias, yes men or yes women podcast. Whatever you want to do. Do what you got to do. That's what I'm saying.
Man, I don't know.
I try to be friendly, but when I go into a rant mode, I'm crying. I'll never know what I'm talking about. But like I say, man, this whole E3 has been good, but not on not on Nintendo's end. No, it haven't. It haven't been good at all. Like, this is just call it for what it is. They don't.
Man, and I know everybody, myself included. Maybe not Jira because he had his suspicions before, and I have to say right here publicly, you were right about that.
I called E3 down the middle, got everything right.
He called it. He said, this person's going to do this person's going to do this, and this is how it's going to be. I, on the other hand, I was far more optimistic. I was like, you know what? Nintendo gonna come to this and they're gonna drop that heat. They're gonna drop that heat. Sony's gonna be but those games are gonna show well. So I got that part right. And Microsoft's gonna show us the roadmap and try to fix the public perception issues that they have. And I got that right. The one I got so deeply wrong was Nintendo, because I thought, this is year 2. We got 3DS teams and former Wii U teams merged now. So it's gonna be one continuous stream of software.
I don't know. Don't keep talking about this. Maybe we need to go somewhere else. I'm not trying to keep, I'm trying not to keep calling out Alex, but he calls me out. So I got to call it.
It is what it is, bro.
I got to call out the hypocrisy. You sit up there playing I keep saying Pallet. You keep sitting up there and playing Fortnite of all games. And I asked you plenty of times, Alex, let's play Fortnite on the Xbox. Let's play it on
real.
Whatever you want to play. Let's play Fortnite. I get nothing.
Now you misunderstand, real. Third party doesn't exist unless it's on Nintendo. Didn't you get the memo?
Oh, well, I got the memo. I just tried to turn the button out, but I can't turn the button on this one, man. Because if they talking about they want to expose me for stuff that I said, whatever back then, they trying to expose me now. I'm doing the same shit. Like I'm just calling out the double standards here. I'm just calling it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My thing is this: anytime you making videos in here about clowning Xbox, everybody be live and wild. But now, like, it's not the company that they like. So it's like just like some dude in the chat talking about some, hey, I'm going to Player Essence because he got a better way of criticism. Like I said, you go where you want to go. Because this ain't my channel. I'm not obligated to make nobody feel good. To me personally, I don't give a fuck. If I spent my money on this, I only spent $150 on my Switch. I was happy with that because I had a pricing error, so I only spent like $150 on my Switch. I didn't even pay the full $300. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We grade off of what you see. Like, if that's what it is. Like, it don't matter about what you don't do in the future. Hypothetically, LeBron James lost the NBA Finals. Facts, he lost. It doesn't matter what he would have done in a Game 5. It didn't go to a Game 5. Factually, it was not a good conference. If you don't like that, then it's okay. Just you don't have to like it. But people who like the mass, like a lot of people do, have a problem with what they show or that it wasn't good enough. And it just is what it is. I know people are saying, well, there's a lot of multi-plat stuff, and I agree, which is why I said that last time or yesterday. Microsoft didn't really do anything first party wise, but they had a better conference than Sony, and they had a better conference than Nintendo. Actually, just like it is what it is. Does that make you any less of a Nintendo fan because somebody else is not like glorifying what you felt was the best conference? No.
Yeah, yes it does. Yes it does, Gerard. Yes it does. Absolutely does. You're a hater. You don't understand. You want Nintendo to die. You want them to go away. You have no respect whatsoever. You just hate, man. You don't do nothing, man. You just hate.
Yeah.
Nah, like I said, man. Anybody. I'm very vocal about that. I'm a very down. Anybody who knows me, I'm a very down the middle kind of guy. Even for somebody who does have a preference for PlayStation, I'm a very down the middle, very accurate kind of guy. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I just called it like I see it. I mean, maybe next year Nintendo might win it, and if they win it next year, I'm gonna call it down the middle. They have a better press conference. It just is what it is. And some days you don't win. Like they had a bad conference, they set up a bad conference. They just didn't win this year. It doesn't make the Switch any less valuable. I'm not, and to some of what they're saying, I have my own opinions about the Switch not showing certain games. Do I think that like this is a bad year? Yes. I think they overstacked the first year, and that the second year is suffering because of that, and it doesn't look like that's really changing. But thankfully, this is not the last year for the Switch. So again, come back harder on the next go around. It is what it is. Like y'all take this shit to heart too much. Like nobody has to like just fucking call it fair and keep it moving. Stop the fucking crying.
Right. But in order to do that, they need to let Nintendo know we were not satisfied with last year.
It wasn't a good conference. Like
I'm not satisfied. I let people know. I don't care how you like it. If you don't like the way I rant, you go somewhere else. Like I said, if you don't like my channel, go somewhere else. You want to go follow other people, go follow them. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, go follow somebody else. If you keep on suffering through my streams or through my videos, then that's on you. You don't want to keep getting me views and stuff or whatever. But
hey man, look, they're running away from you and your show and this show right now because all we're saying is nothing but the truth. They're running away from it, man. But look, listen, to whomever you were, addressing just a second ago, you can't run from yourself, dog. You can't run from yourself. You can be as fast as Usain Bolt or faster, dude. Your shadow gonna catch up. You can't run from your shadow. But go ahead, be our guest. Go.
Alex is excited playing Fortnite on Switch, but then again, like I said, I asked him plenty of times to play it. That's why. Oh boy, you such a hypocrite. Okay, y'all want to talk about something else? Man, I ain't trying to,
No.
Okay, Sony's conference. We can all agree that the show was lackluster as far as the presentation. But as far as the games, I would give them maybe like a B minus.
I gave it a B minus.
I'm gonna give them A because we didn't really get many announcements. We got basically, I believe, 2 new announcements, and that was Neo 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, even though that was already leaked a few weeks ago. But that game right there looks like it's gonna be on. That shit right there looks freaking awesome, dude. That game. So damn good. People was already saying, "Oh man, I'd rather play that than The Last of Us 2." I was like, "Damn, really?" But I saw the trailer. It looks awesome, man. It looks awesome. When it comes to E3, it's all about the games. It's about the games that we don't know about. Like when Nintendo's E3, like we knew about Pokemon, we knew about Smash. Like we knew about Bayonetta and Metroid Prime and Yoshi. But we want to know, are they going to show us some more gameplay? We'll get a release date. Like what's going on? They didn't do that. But at least with Sony, they gave us a couple of games that we wasn't aware about. So we got new trailers and all that. The show, it was, I don't know what that conference was. It was very underwhelming. Having these people move to another theater, like I don't know what this shit was, but overall, I give them maybe a B minus as far as the games goes. But the overall conference and the games, I give them a C plus. I give them a C plus. But what do y'all guys think about this Sony conference, man? What are y'all gonna rank it at?
I think what did I give? What did I give that Jurog? I think was it a B?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I gave it a B. As everyone has been saying, the style that they chose wasn't good at all. The whole we're in a church now and then we're in the actual conference center hall, whatever later, and stopping to talk with developers and stuff, that killed all momentum that they had. I don't understand why anybody would run rehearsals and that, and then look at themselves and say, you know what, we got it. I don't know how that got greenlit. Don't ever do that again, Sony. But as far as the games are concerned, they started off with Last of Us, and that looks good.
Yeah,
really good. They then went to Tsushima, and that looks good. A little rough around the edges. They'll need a little work, but you know what? They have time. By the time that game is ready to go, I believe they'll have it done. Spider-Man looked amazing. That's in September. Didn't really expect less from Insomniac, honestly. And then we got to Death Stranding, which I'm going to be the opposing voice here. I don't even know what that was. It wasn't impressive graphically, and it's running on the same engine as Horizon Zero Dawn, the Decima engine. So I know it could look better than that. But aside from that, it was a walking simulator with Norman Reedus. So I'm not the biggest Kojima fan in the building. That's Jirok. So I was already going into this with a hint of skepticism. So I'm not going to say one way or the other about that. I guess one day it'll make sense. But I feel like it's been about 4 years now we've known about this and it hasn't made sense yet. Maybe one day we will understand it. Maybe one day, there'll be a game there. But they had the Resident Evil 2 remake announced. Yes, it is multiplat. But they had the announce. And boy, did it look good. They also had Control, which is Remedy's P7. Also multiplat, but they had the announce. So for those of you who didn't have an Xbox, but you do have a PlayStation, that game is Quantum Break, except not time control, mind control, telekinesis. And yeah, it should be good. Remedy does make good games. Just expect a mind fuck because they're on that Kojima bullshit. So, what else did they have? What else? Oh, Neo 2. It was just pretty much a short CGI trailer with the title, but at least we know it exists and it is coming. They had Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom Hearts, which was an exclusive reveal for them. Just that part of the game, just the fact that the pirates are in the game, and Jack Sparrow and all that. What else can I remember? They had a couple musical performances. Some people will say that helped drag the show down, and I like the musical performances because I personally believe that when you turn up to E3, which I want to use a reference that Americans would understand. When you turn up to E3, E3 is the Super Bowl of gaming, right? I don't ever hear anybody saying, because there are a lot of people saying, man, don't have no musical performances, don't have none of this extra shit. Just come and show us games and a game reel and a game trailers. When you go to the Super Bowl, do you ever say that about the halftime show? No, you don't. You love the fuck out of the halftime show, or they wouldn't have made it a tradition. It's the same thing. Yes, you go to see football, but it's also an entertainment spectacle. And so in order to entertain the masses, you do all this extra stuff. From the pyro to the music to getting Beyonce to twerk on stage, whatever. It's an entertainment spectacle. Right? So you show up to E3, this is the Super Bowl of gaming. You only do this one time a year. So, go big. Just go big. And musical performances, in my opinion, because I love music, goes a long way to do that. And it also sets the mood. Dude with the banjo was going in. From the moment he started playing, I started asking G-Rock, yo, does this song sound familiar to you? Because thematically, this seems like The Last of Us. And we knew that the water flute, we knew that was Tsushima. So from that perspective, that doesn't hurt the show. What did hurt the show was how they decided to present it. But the games that we've mostly already known about were there. They did have a couple surprise reveals, which were third party, but they were there. It was a okay show. I know Sony can do better than that, but I also know that they can do worse than that. 2005, anybody? So, just it was a decent show. I'll give that a solid B. Because at least they showed up with software that people really want to see, and they didn't straight up, say, "Hey, here's Fortnite and a port of The Last of Us."
I don't know. Like, to me, I like Sony show game wise was good. I'm one of the people, like I said, people call it down the middle. As soon as that was over, I'll directly tweet everybody or tweet Sony and PlayStation and Shu and Sean, all of them. Don't do that again. That was whack. The presentation style format is whack. I don't like that. I'm not a person that needs to have the glitz and glamour. I don't need you to drop cars. I don't need you to drop confetti. I don't need you to set the mood for me. What I need you to do is just come to the damn stage and show me the game. That's all I want. That's just me personally. To me, that really hurt Sony's score to me. I'm giving them around like a B minus, like a B to B minus range, maybe a C plus. Like, I'm kind of indifferent on where I actually want to place them, like around a B to B minus. Oh, also, I didn't say my score for Nintendo. I gave Nintendo a C. I didn't like Smash is the thing that saved their show to me, so I gave them a C. Because I want to see more Fire Emblem. So those two things were good. But I gave Nintendo a C. For Sony, I gave them around like a B, like I said, B minus, C plus, around that kind of range, B to B minus, C plus. The games wise, Last of Us, Naughty Dog always did a pretty good job. Ghost of Tsushima looked awesome. I actually have a problem thinking that Sucker Punch is actually really impressive when a lot of Sony's studios move away from what they're known for. Their games and are starting to become better, so it's good that they move away. Of course, Spider-Man looks hella polished. It looks like Sunset Overdrive traversal-wise, so of course that looks really, really good. Death Stranding, as a Kojima fan, I have no idea what the fuck's going on here. I don't know. Apparently, there are some people who think they know. They don't know what the fuck's going on. That game does not make sense. I also said that we also said that about Metal Gear 2 though, like the Metal Gear series. Like if you play it though, it makes sense if you play it. So I guess it's gonna be one of them games like trust the process, trust that is good. I got to see what this shit plays like though, because I can't. I'm excited to play it, but I also can't defend it from the fact that I have no idea what the fuck is going on after seeing this for this is what the third year. I don't know what this is, so Control I don't care about. That looked just like Quantum Break, and that's a pass from me.
It does look like Quantum Break.
I didn't like Alan Wake. I didn't like Quantum Break. So when Sony showed Control from Remedy, I was like, don't care.
It's multiplayer anyway.
I don't care about that game. Whatever. Neo 2, I do care about though. The big thing for Sony's conference outside of seeing their games exclusively was Resident Evil 2 remake, which looks cool. I like that. I like that Capcom was at both conferences, so that was dope. And then the Cage trailer. I mean, outside of that, like I said, it was a okay show. It was like okay, solid. Like they definitely have done better, but I mean, they were wise to tell everybody like, yo, this is not the year to chill out. Like we just want to show you some stuff, and then want to move on with the week. You know, let y'all just play it. That was the best thing to do, because I know people go in expecting the world if you don't temper expectations. So I think that was a smart thing for them to do. But it was cool. Like I said, and because I didn't get my grade from them, like I said, Nintendo was a C. They're around B-, C+, or around the B range. They did good in that sense, but that presentation style is god fucking awful. And whoever thought of that and thought that was a cool thing, like it was cool to sit in the church and then we were in the church in the game, like yeah, that was cool. But whoever thought of that, don't let them play no more. Like that shit was black sauce. But that's what I got.
Let me just give my ratings real quick. Nintendo is without trying to be sensationalist and get a rise out of the fanboys in the chat, because you know I like doing that. My real Nintendo rating, I'm gonna give that a D-.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yep. Man, I gave him a C, man. At least Fire Emblem and Smash was lit, man. I don't know about a D. I gave him a C for that.
If I got to play Fire Emblem this year, yeah. If Smash was a new game, yeah. If I got to see Metroid Prime or at least one other game that they're holding out on us, then yeah, we could raise that up there. But right now, no. Sony's flat D for the reasons we already talked about. And Micro, which we actually talked about that today?
Nope, we haven't.
No. Okay. Well, I guess we get to my rating on that. So B and D- so far.
B so far? Okay. It wasn't bad, you know, like I like the games that you showed. It's just the pacing kind of knocked off a lot of the overall ratings of the show. You know, because that was terrible. They start to show off very, very slow, and I did not like. I was like, "What is this? This it? And this it? Like, what's going on?" Then that's when they actually, you know, started showing some games, some good games, and you know, overall it was cool. But you got people wondering: is these games coming on the PS4 or is the games coming on PS5? Because, like you said a while ago, G-Rod, they didn't, you know, put out what console these games are coming on. And Last of Us, you know, it has a track history of being cross-gen, so it might be cross-gen again. We didn't get no release date again, so I don't expect this game to come out this year. So, you know, if and a lot of people think that the next generation is going to start next year in 2019. So I'm starting to think that these games that they show was going to be, except Spider-Man and Days Gone, that's going to be a PS4. But you know, except what's it, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, maybe Control. That could probably, maybe gonna be a PS5 game. That's what I'm thinking. But it's cool. Like they got games for the next generation console. That's fine. You got to start your generation off on a good note. We don't want what happened with the PS4 earlier this generation. It was very, very
smart. I don't think Sony's gonna start off well next gen though. I think Xbox is gonna start off really well, especially if like I told Zen, I think they're launching with Halo and Gears because Battletoads doesn't. This is fall 2019, but generally, if it's in the first half of the year, they'll at least give you a like month or a time of year where they feel like they'll launch it. But I just don't think that like those games will all be cross-gen. I just think Microsoft is set up that if they're ready to go next gen or next year, Halo and Gears will drop next year. I don't really know what else. What does Sony have that'll be done in that time though? Unless they like, I know they got new studios or people doing other stuff, so maybe they do. But Microsoft seems a lot more ready to go than Sony. So I guess it just depends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Microsoft. Let's go to Microsoft. Microsoft. I said this, a long time. You had a lot of debates about this. About either it's going to be a put up or shut up E3, make it a break of the year. Past few years has been horrendous when it comes to first party games, or you can say it's been very bad when it comes to the quality of their games. Sea of Thieves and State of Decay, they scored very low for a reason because the game was incomplete, or the game was not running well, or it was just lacking content. Like it was just a lot of negative things that's been going on with the Xbox brand when it comes to the quality of their first party studios. And one thing that was the highlight of the show was the fact that they solidified 5 studios and Ninja Theory to put in the forefront. Like I was like, whoa, like are you serious? Like Microsoft has been when it comes to talent, when it with their first party studios, they don't have that much talent. And Ninja Theory, I was like, wow, Ninja Theory, they have potential to become like the next Naughty Dog or maybe the next Guerrilla Games or something. Like they have talent. And I'm glad that Microsoft bought them. And Microsoft, they had a history of letting a lot of developers go, like Bungie, Epic. Like honestly thought that Bungie and Epic was first party studios. I actually thought they was. I was like, "What? Are you serious?" The BioWare, them too. I'm like, what's going on? Why y'all can't keep these talented developers around? So they had a bad history of not keeping talent around. They just let them go somewhere else. And I'm just glad that they solidified their next generation console to be the console that's going to get a lot of first party games, in which we've been asking for a very long time. So I'm glad that Microsoft came on stage. Even though a lot of people be like, well, we still ain't got no games coming out this year. But my main concern this past year or two, like, are we going to have another Xbox generation console? I was like, okay, looks like I'm at the just play Nintendo and PlayStation because I'm not sure if Xbox is going to be around. But they shut me up. I was like, okay, that means that they're going to be around in the future because they done got 5 new studios. And they're just trying. They're trying. That's all I want to see from Microsoft. I want them to try and cater towards their fan base. Or rather, not if you don't like Gears, Forza, Halo, then you're not an Xbox fan. I'm just gonna be real with you. We got brand new announcements: Halo, Gears, Forza. I know some people be like, "Well, I'm tired of it." But if you're an Xbox fan, like you was an Xbox fan for a reason because of those 3 games. Like we got new announcements of those games, and plus, let's not forget Battletoads, in which the fan base has been crying for a very long time. And we didn't get no gameplay, but they announced it. So Microsoft is actually listening to their fan base. Hey, we want this game. Like, Halo, Gears, Forza are the best sellers. So we're getting that, new announcements. Hey, like, people, message Phil all the time on Twitter. Hey, Phil, what's going on? What's going on with the first party games? What's going on with the first party studios? Oh, y'all need talent. What's going on? They gave us that. We don't know what the game is, but we know the fact that we're going to have new IPs because of those 5 studios that they purchased. So it's coming. You have to be patient. Like, I'm happy for the next Xbox console generation because I know that we're going to have a lot of consistent flow of first-party games, and I don't have to just depend on third-party multiplats all the time. So, yes, like, I felt that Xbox had the best conference, as far as presentation wise, as far as the games, like even though most of them are multi-plats, but they're coming to Xbox. Ain't like they're going to the Switch. They're not. They're not coming to the Switch. But as Xbox One owner, Xbox One X owner, all those games they showed at E3, I get to play it on my preferred console of choice. I can't play it on Switch. I can't. Can I? I can't. But I'm happy. Like, what y'all think about it, man?
Honestly, with the criticisms facing Microsoft, which were very warranted, again, there we go with that. Microsoft came into E3 with a mission, which was it was a couple things. People said, "All right, y'all don't got no studios. It's Halo, Forza Gears all the time." And yeah, it was Halo, Forza Gears once again. However, in the next generation, they're going to be joined by at least 5 other efforts. Right? They're going to have the Initiative, the new studio that they're building. They're going to have Ninja Theory with whatever they're going to build. They're going to have Compulsion, Undead, Playground. And Playground is not making another Forza game. They are making what the community believes is a Fable game. So we're going to get one more fan favorite game coming back in a brand new light. Hopefully this time, without Peter Molyneux to mess it up, it's going to be a really good game and regain the respect of the fandom. But the other thing that they had to address coming into this E3 was, oh yeah, this is make or break, and it looks like Xbox is going to go to PC only or streaming only, which might be the future. Like one of the people over Ubisoft said, the last generation might be the last. Next generation might be the last generation. Mm-hmm. But for right now, Xbox, people really thought that, after Xbox One, they're not even going to try to compete with Sony or Nintendo again. They're just going to go either third party, or they're just going to go to PC, focus on Windows 10, or just do streaming as a service that it can be accessed from the other consoles as well. Yeah. They're doing the streaming thing, is just not from the other consoles, from other devices, tablets, phones, PCs. They straight up came out and said, we got a new console coming. So let's drop all that nonsense. We got a new console coming. Don't worry about it. They're deep in production of the next Xbox console. Same team that did the Xbox One X, so we expect the same quality there. So they pretty much secured everything there. Now, the other part that they had to come in and address is Xbox doesn't get Japanese support. And that if it's a Japanese game, then off-rip by default is going to be PlayStation or Nintendo exclusive. They came in and they showed, every Japanese game that's coming in the next year and a half to basically to prove a point. We can get these dudes too. And there's still some that they aren't getting, but it's a work in progress. I think that work began last year, where they showed, I think it was 8 different Japanese projects. This year, I think they showed just as many, including 2 that you never expected to see on an Xbox stage. The first appearance of Kingdom Hearts at E3 was on Xbox, and as Phil himself said, for the first time ever, Kingdom Hearts 3. Everybody and their grandma knew that it was coming to Xbox, but nobody expected that reveal there. It says something. We want to play with the Japanese. We want to get everybody on here, and we're willing to provide for everybody. The other reveal that no one expected to see there was Devil May Cry 5. In fact, everybody expected that to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive. That was the rumor, at least. And Xbox pretty much straight up came on and said, no, it's a multiplayer. And not only that, we have the marketing. And not only that, we're going to show you the first look at Devil May Cry 5. So they came out to clear up their messaging, because that's what's been killing them this generation, is that they either had a lack of messaging or the wrong messaging. Mm-hmm. They came out to clean that up and to kill all the narratives and pretty much take control of their own story and say, okay, we heard you. These are the problems you say you're seeing. We're here to fix that. Here are the solutions. So for that reason, as well as the fact that both Forza and Gears, I won't count Halo, because that was an engine demo, even though it did excite me. I'm a Halo guy, so you gotta forgive me for that, but I'm not even gonna count Halo for this point. Forza and Gears do not even look like current gen games. So G-Rock is correct on that. If those games are running on the Xbox One X, then those of us who do have one, we have a beast. Because the lighting, the particle effects, everything about those 2 demos looked off. And by off, I mean good off. It didn't look like it came from something that would be possible today in the here and now. It looked like something that we'll be playing in the future. So graphically, they're showing you, yo, we can play with the likes of Naughty Dog. We can play with the likes of Gorilla when it comes to visuals. Like, we're not gonna let you down there. So they pretty much killed that narrative too, because Sea of Thieves and State of Decay and a number of other games that recently came out didn't have the graphical edge that they needed, the eye candy that every gamer wants to make people say ooh and ah, even if you don't like the franchise. At least you can say, yo, that looks good visually. And they pretty much killed that narrative. So it was a year of killing narratives and taking control of their own story. And for a company who, up until very recently, seemed to have had no problem letting people write stories for them and tell people how it should be, as if they had no marketing of their own, it was a very refreshing change of pace. And for an Xbox faithful, and for the Xbox faithful outside of myself, it soothed our worries. It's like, all right, you know what? They heard us. They're fixing these problems, and we're willing to say, all right, let's give them the time they need to do that. That's fine by me. Rating, I'm gonna give them a flat A. It can't be any higher than that, because they had the shock, they had the surprise they needed. Oh, they dropped Cyberpunk as well, so there's that.
Yeah.
First look at Cyberpunk. They had the shock, they had the surprise that you expect out of an E3 conference. And the criticisms about the conference are factual. Yes, it's still only just Forza and Gears, and as far as this year, just Forza. But wow, how good does the game look? And how reassured are you now as an Xbox guy? Yo, Xbox isn't going anywhere. They pretty much just told everyone. Yeah.
That Playground Games is doing an open world game too, not just Forza. So
yeah, it's not just Forza. Yeah. So this was an E3 of correcting narratives, and since that was the mission that everyone set in front of them, they nailed it. No one asked anything more of them, and more is always better in most cases. But this was what people wanted to see from them. Correct your house. Fix your house. Things are broken. Here's what you need to do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And they came out and said, okay, we hear you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We'll fix it. We got you. And that's all they needed to do. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got.
What about you, G-Rod?
I think Xbox did really good. I think they won E3. Like I said, I predicted that a while back because they needed to. I didn't give them an A. I go back and forth between giving them an A minus. I gave them A minus and B plus. I can see why some people don't give them an A, because it doesn't fix the here and now, and that's where we're at, is here and now. But the future of it, but I also understand Microsoft's point, is that to me this was an admission of, there was the final admission of, okay, Sony Yadas is go around, but next go around it ain't gonna be the same ball game. Like, you know, like if they don't come with it, we will. Like, so that was why I'm like, okay, cool. I like the attitude. I like the setup. I like the pacing of the conference. I like the flow of the conference. Phil, for the first time to me, and for Xbox guys too, because I know most Xbox only guys or Xbox preferred guys finally got a reason to like lift their head up high. Like, they haven't had that this generation, which is a good feeling for them and for myself, because I have an X. So you have to appeal to me and make sure I'm taken care of. But this was the first time I think that you can generally look at Phil and tell, like, the weight was lifted off of him. He has something up his sleeve. I also do, like Zen was saying, like, that conversation of these games being not having a system tied to them. I don't think Gears 5 looks like an Xbox One game. If that's on PC, okay, cool. But if that's on that looks like another console, then it makes sense. And it also makes sense. I don't think anybody comes out and says, you know, they working. He didn't say started. He said they're knee deep, like they're deep into doing it. Like, this has been on the table a while. So that this is something that they're looking at into doing other consoles. So to me, and I've been saying this to Zen, Microsoft seems more ready to get away from this generation because this generation has a negative stigma all over their brand. Sony, however, wants to stay here because they're making the most, they doing the best. So they want to hurry up and move and get away and get everybody refreshed. New box, new look, new feel, and their platform is in place. So now this E3 was just more so about games, 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 games. Let me show you what we got. I think the best reveal to me was Cyberpunk was cool, but Devil May Cry was the best reveal to me. I ain't gonna buy it on PlayStation, but it was still amazing to see them go ahead and grab all these Japanese games to let them know that we want to appeal to everybody on our platform. I appreciated that. Uh, the acquisitions are cool. Like Undead and Compulsion looks cool because I want to play We Happy Few. Undead doesn't mean much to me because I don't care about the decay or the initiative. We don't know what they're gonna do, but Playground makes awesome games. The Forza games are good, so I think that of course they're gonna have a fire game. But Ninja Theory, the fact that they went out and got somebody that don't have anything.
Initiative. The guy that's running it, he was involved on the Square Enix projects, the Tomb Raider projects, the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think like they're gonna make a good game. I think to me, I didn't know that for the Tomb Raider thing. So to me, they're gonna be trying to make something that rivals Uncharted. That's what that kind of sounds like to me, to get something that kind of pushes up against Uncharted. But Ninja Theory was a great pickup for them because it's something that they lack, and I think Microsoft kind of doesn't have the talent or nor the understanding to make the kind of games that Ninja Theory does. So yeah, and they should throw their weight around. Like, you can't be the richest out of the three and not throw your weight. Like, yeah. So I was impressed. Microsoft did game. I was also impressed. Microsoft. I mean, they showed a lot of multi-plats, but I was also impressed. Microsoft snatched as many multiplats as they did to kind of like, I don't know if Sony didn't have anything left, but they kind of like impacted Sony's show without having to really do much. Like, they took all the multiplats, so they didn't really leave them with anything to show multiplat wise. So I was impressed that Microsoft was aggressive. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do for the next generation of Xbox. But I also hope that this clears up the understanding that I keep saying about for people too, is the shitting on Phil has to stop. And I've been saying that for a while. Like, the man ran into a burning building and put a fire out. Yeah, the foundation is still there, but like structurally it wasn't sound. Like, it wasn't sound. So he had to fix it. And he's fixed the structure of what Xbox should be. So now it's time to start adding everything else and getting the brand back to where it should be. Whether that's with them having a powerhouse console, the strongest console next go around, or just having the best online, or finally being able to say that they can match their rival first party wise. It doesn't, like, that's where I think they need to be at. And I think that they're going to, I'm not going to say that they'll beat them because I don't know the future, but I think Microsoft is probably going to go first, especially from the way Phil was kind of talking. If he's going next year, they could be dangerous, dog. A year out on the market by themselves. If Sony doesn't have anything, if I'm them, I'm doing it. I'm pressing them. So I'd press Sony, make them work. Like, if they not ready, cool. Then I get a year to myself, and I can snatch up a fan base. So I was impressed, and kudos to Phil. But I gave him a B plus, A minus. I think Phil and these guys had Microsoft had the best conference, so I was impressed.
Okay. Yeah, I was impressed too. Like I say, man, I just want to make sure the future of Xbox is solidified. They made sure that, I didn't know that the person that was involved with the Tomb Raider game, he's going to be running stuff over there at was it Initiative? Is that the name of it? Initiative.
Initiative,
so, yeah. That tells me that we're going to have some games that's going to rival Uncharted and Last of Us and Ninja Theory. Like, you got games that's going to rival maybe God of War. Like, they have that type of talent over there. And those are the same people that did the Devil May Cry reboot. I know some people didn't like it, but I actually liked the game. So they have talent to make good games. Now, it's just right now we're just gonna have to play the waiting game. Like just like we did with the Wii U, we played the waiting game, and look what happened.
Exactly. Like, people aren't being unrealistic or unfair or anything. We will give anyone the chance they need to correct themselves, to catch themselves. Like, hey, you from the PS3 to the PS4, we all know what happened with the PS3 for Sony. They had the whole thing, greatness awaits, and people, well, they waited, and their receipts paid off, right? But because by 2017 we were getting games like Horizon, God of War, etc., right? So we're as gamers, we are a very patient people, or some of us are, right? We are willing to give people the chance they need to get these games out and have them be great, to fix problems on the platforms and have them be great. Right now, Microsoft is in that waiting position. In 2 or 3 years, maybe starting as soon as next year, we're gonna start seeing the receipts that we've been buying all generation pay off. And the same would have gone for Nintendo with everything that everybody went through with the Wii U. You get those receipts and you start paying them off with the Switch. This is what that was about. You suffered then, but we balling now. Right?
Yeah.
You go to college, you go and you do all the maddening things that you need to do, writing up your thesis and all that, having to make deadlines, 3-4 classes, in a day, sometimes 2 will be scheduled for the same time. You got to choose which one to go to because you don't want to miss notes. Sleepless nights, you're broke because tuition costs so much. But you know what? The receipts that you're collecting is going to pay off because when you get that job that you trained 4, 5, 6, 7 years for, and you start getting those big dollars, you can look back and say, you know what? All that pain, all that hardship was worth it. But if you go to college, you do all that bullshit and end up working in a gas station or some bullshit or a McDonald's, then you're wasting your fucking time. And that's kind of the comparison there. It's a decent little, analogy, little situation to help people who don't understand. That's all there is.
Okay. I done basically said what I got to say, man. It was a cool stream. Probably think I lost about 10 subscribers during the stream. I don't give a damn. I said that. I said if you don't like what I gotta say, leave, unfollow, unsubscribe, block me, or I'll block you. I'm right now. I'm just fed up with this shit. Like this yes man stuff. It ain't just been no goddamn yes man, man. It's all about common sense. The common sense said Nintendo had a shitty E3. Sony, they had okay E3. It was just the presentation was lackluster. The reason why I said Nintendo had a shitty E3 is because we knew about Pokemon. We knew about Smash. We knew about these games. I don't remember. I know Sony told us what they was going to show at E3, but did Nintendo tell us what they're going to show? Matter of fact, they showed us Pokemon weeks ago, and Smash. They gave us information about Smash saying that it's coming out this year. That automatically thinking that they was going to come to E3 with heavy hitters.
They should have just kept it. They should have just kept it. They should have just kept it.
They should have kept it, man. They should have kept it. Because since they didn't already came out with that, people's expectations was through the roof. Just kind of like people's expectations was through the roof with the Microsoft conference. Like people still ain't satisfied. I was like, did you not just see what Microsoft just did, y'all? Well, yeah, they got 5 new studios. They got Japanese support. Now y'all want 10, 12 first-party games this year. Like, come on, man. We need to be realistic about this.
The official description I'm reading here for the Nintendo thing says, join us, blah, 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 for the Nintendo E3 Direct presentation for games through 2018 and Super Smash Brothers. That's what it says. So when they say games through 2018, what do they mean? Octopath and Smash itself, and that's it?
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but maybe there's a gap in my memory that I can't remember. I'll watch that Direct again. I'll put myself through that because I want to see what else is happening in the next 6 months of this year.
Let me get Alex on. Let me see if I can get him on. He stopped his stream. Let me see if you want to come on. I'm not sure if I sent him the link. Now, we need to settle something right now, man. I'm tired of this double standard shit. Let me see if he'll come on. I'm tired of this flip flopping stuff. Like, Hold on, give me a second. Yeah.
The Splatoon Championship started. Okay, because right now, as we speak, yeah, I'm shitting on Nintendo, but I'm looking at the what do they call it, the treehouse.
Well, remember, we supposed to praise
Yeah.
everything that Nintendo does.
Yeah. I'm a fraud. I know.
Oh, okay. I guess he's not home. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I say, man, I had to block Super Nerd. I had to block him. I'm sick of his shit. I'm sick of Super Nerd. All he does is troll me every fucking day. Every fucking day on Discord, every fucking day on Twitter. I can't even go on Twitter without him freaking just trolling the shit. God damn, this dude is obsessed with me. You know, he could be going from this stream, going on Act stream, crying out. Real's triggered again. He's triggered. He share all my videos. Real's triggered. Real, look at him. He's triggered. Like, oh my, I'm sick of it. I'm sick. He's blocked. He's blocked.
Look at it this way, man. The ones who rock with you, who stay with you, regardless of your criticisms.
Yes.
It's just a cleaner experience for them. It's a cleaner experience for you. You're gonna get a better tight knit, community under your channel, and get rid of the trolls and the idiots.
Yeah, I'm at to make a PSA announcement on this channel and be like, hey man, if you're that type of person that you rock with Alex all the time, but you take his side every time we have a debate, just go to his channel. I'm done. I'm done. I know we all got our disagreements, but if you come to my channel as being more of a sidekick towards Alex, then go to his channel. If you don't rock with me, go to Alex's channel. ActivesiN channel. Go to him. If you don't like the stuff I'm discussing, like the panel I have on here, go to his channel. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this clear. Go to his channel, or get blocked. Cause I'm done with this, man. I'm trying to be a real gamer here. Like I'm just going by the bullshit. If I see bullshit, I say this all the time. If I see bullshit, I'm going to pinpoint the bullshit. Just because Nintendo is your favorite company, like doesn't mean that I always have to speak positively about Nintendo every fucking time, even when they fuck up. Man, if you want me to be that type of dude, a shield, then this is the wrong channel. I'm gonna repeat. This is the wrong channel for Nintendo Shield news. It's not gonna happen. That goes for Microsoft and Sony. You know how many fucking Microsoft rants I got on my goddamn channel, and y'all consider me as a bot? Like, come on, man. Like, this is not a fucking fanboy channel. Like, if you're looking for a fanboy channel, go to those other channels, man. I'm not even gonna tell you which channel to go to because you know where to go to. Like, call this channel Yes Man, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going by common sense. Just like this panel goes by common sense. We all own every console. So why do we want to purchase a console? We don't like the company. We don't like the console. We bought the console to fucking shit on the console. That don't make a lick of fucking sense at all. So I don't know, man. Anybody else? Anything else to say before we get up out of here?
I swear to God that because I know it's that rumor going that Sony could be potentially doing a Switch clone. I don't want that. I thought this man about that. Do not do that. I promise you, if Sony makes a Switch clone, Xbox will become my full platform, and I will play them for some Japanese games and certain games that I have to play on PlayStation. Don't do that, bro. Microsoft just answered how they were going to do that yesterday. You make an Xbox app. If you want to play it portably, take it on your device. Cool. Huh. I don't want a bunch of Switch clones running around here, bro.
No, it's cool that the Switch is getting some type of third party like Dragon Ball Fires, because a lot of them cried last year about it.
Yeah, but just let the Switch be the Switch.
Let them be the Switch. They're gonna get the red children. They're gonna get the
Switch clones, bro.
No Switch clones. Third party games, or they're not gonna get the games. Period. But hey, man, Nintendo, they always win. They never do no wrong. As Nintendo fans, as me, I would love to have all the third party support on the Nintendo Switch. Are we still live? My computer kind of fucked up on me. We're still live. But yeah, I would love to have third-party games on the Switch, man, because I feel that third-party games are selling a lot better on the Switch, and I don't know why are they still treating the Switch like the Wii U, but I don't know, man. Maybe next year they maybe do full on support of the Switch, but at this rate, I kind of doubt it because technology is changing, and we're gonna be talking about PS5 and the next Xbox generation console. So, yeah, Nintendo they're gonna have to figure something out when it comes to their hardware because pretty soon they could probably have no third party support, especially when the next generation gets here. But it is what it is, man. Any final thoughts?
Man, my final thoughts are pretty much echo what I always say. Just keep the heat on these developers and companies. They're not out here to be your friends. They're not your friends. They want your money. Make them earn your money. The same way how you need to work for your money at your job, whatever it is that you do, your boss, your employer is not paying you to sit around. Stop paying these guys to sit around. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Now they in the Discord chat talking about you trigger, why you blocked me on Twitter or whatever. Obviously, real he take it so seriously. Well, y'all gang up on me all the time. So I've been dealing with it. Y'all gang up on me every fucking day. So it is what it is, man. Like I say, if you're down with me, that's fine. If you're not, then go do what you got to do, man. Because I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not trying to keep going on with this shit, man. But it's whatever. I guess that's gonna get our outros out the way, man. I'm not trying to start. No, I ain't. No drama. No drama. No drama. All right. I guess. Appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. Talked about the Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo E3. We didn't really talk about Bethesda, but maybe that could be another video. But yeah, appreciate y'all guys for coming and the people that's been rocking out on me with me on this channel. I appreciate y'all being loyal to me. And like I say, if you want to go on those other channels like Alex, whatever, do what you got to do. If you think I cry too much, do what you got to do. I done lost 10 subscribers during the stream. I don't care. I need real gamers to join my channel. I don't need flip-floppers, man. I don't need flip-floppers. That's all I got to say. And after that, let's get our outros out the way. Let's start with you, G-Rod.
All right, this is G-Rod. Thanks for letting me in this podcast. Anybody else who got some shit to say, square up or shut the fuck up. If you want my address, hit me up. Because I give out rock bottoms to all you motherfuckers.
Damn. Violence.
I'm just talking, y'all.
All right.
All right, people. You know it is. Don't get me here. Thank you for putting up with us and hearing us out and letting us vent to you. Go easy on my boy Real, but for those of you who always,
you know what? I'm sorry for cutting you off. We wasn't like it's every time I have a problem with something Nintendo, there's an issue with Alex in the Discord chat with Nintendo Online. That was an issue. We had drama going on. Now the Nintendo the Nintendo Direct or digital event. Now we have issues, but with all the crime I did with the Xbox, what was the issues at now? When I did all the crime for Sony, what was the issues? Like just because I chose to rent on Nintendo, there is issue, but what was the issues with Microsoft and PlayStation? That's all I got to say. Go ahead.
yeah, man. So, but for those of you who rock with him and roll with him, those real gamers out there, no pun intended, who, can see things objectively, even if you don't have everything, but you can see things objectively, thank you. Because you're who we need in this industry. You're who we need. Because you're going to keep these guys producing great games and great services and just being great in general and not let them fall by the wayside. You're who we need. We don't need the other guys. So thank you for being like that and, encourage others to be like that. And then all of gaming is going to be hot. And then when all the gaming is hot and everybody's doing the right things at the right time in the right way, we won't have to sit on here for 2 hours and, according to some people, cry about anything. But thanks for rocking with the podcast. Thanks for letting me in. Thanks for hearing us rant and rave and vent and get our frustrations out there in the air. It's been good.
Okay. G-Rob, you already did yours?
Yeah, I did mine. I forgot to say Sega sucks.
Okay. All right, people. Appreciate y'all guys for rocking with us. And I guess I will see y'all the next ride. Peace.
Sega sucks.